Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Sorry about the lag. I'm in Shrine of Two Moons. Oh yeah, and of course, as always, it's the Fabber, Uncle Fabio himself. And I have not made a video for a while. That's my bad. I've been sick. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff outside of, playing video games all day and everything. Fabber's been kind of busy, you know, just to put it into context for you. But anyways, I was inspired to make this video because I just now won a duel against a really good warrior on my team. Not on my team, on my server. This guy pretty good, you know. I use battle stance. So like, he was like hard. I'm like, well, he's like GD. I'm like, I never go into death stance, you know. He do and everything, but it's like, Oh, and then somebody recognized me. Uncle Fabio 1, Trucker 0. Turns out they've seen my YouTube. Hey, that always makes me happy. I give him a thank you for that. I appreciate it. But to be honest, it's not 1-0. That guy's beat me quite a bit of times. I beat him once besides now. But that's okay, I'm even geared now. I used to not have a PvP weapon on this guy. Now I do. I got 2 pieces of prideful. Here. No, wait, got 3. Got the gloves. But anyways. See, look, that warrior I beat, he's out there winning duels right now. He beat my DK earlier. Dude, I had him down to, like, literally no visible health, and all of a sudden he'd go away and hide for, like, a few minutes. I couldn't see because the place is busy. He comes back and beats me, but hey, he won. He used the terrain to his advantage. I didn't. That's good for him. But anyways, I just want to show you some warrior macros and stuff real quick. Some warrior tips on warrior PvP. Okay, first one is a charge macro. Okay, this one, I like it in arenas, kind of, but I would never use it in anything like less than 5s, I guess. Because there's not as many CCs. I mean, the more CCs, the easier it is to stay on a target. I mean, that's just that simple. If I was in a group, R3's group that like everybody had lots of CCs, I might use it just because it is pretty good for, just keeping targets where they are. But, either of these are good, just depends on personal preference. I find myself needing to charge more twice, like consecutively, than I do every 12 seconds. Like I feel like against a mage or something, they're going to freeze me, run away. I want to have to charge in, and then they'll blink, and then, 20 seconds later, that's not a long cooldown. That's only, that's 8 seconds longer than 12, so, I don't think 8 seconds is going to be as big of a deal as waiting 12 seconds between each charge, because I find in situations where you really need the charge, they're going to be using all their... Most players, they seem to, fucking root you, run, stun you, run, or whatever if they got a kite. But yeah, I'll stop rambling on about that so much. But yeah, it's personal preference. Stagger and shout, hey, stagger and shout is pretty good. It used to be disrupt and shout. So I'm so sorry for this damn lag. Here, yeah, I hate to have to do this in the middle of a video, but let me go somewhere where there's not so much lag. It only does this when I open fraps, but you know how it is. I go to Thunder Bluff. It's close to Orc. I can just fly there from Thunder Bluff. It's pretty good, but yeah. Okay, come on, wow, load up on me now. There we go. Not so much lag anymore. But these talents real quick, stagger and shout, pierce and howl. You got hamstring. Disrupting shout. Yeah, it's still useful, but now that it shares a cooldown with pummel, I just can't see it being as useful as this. What the fuck's going on here? Get out of here, you people. Let me get away from them a little. I'll go over here to this woman. Yes. Yeah, there's a woman. Okay. Blaze Storm. Between these two right here, it's really hard. But I like Bladestorm, It's a CC breaker. I just find it much more useful. I guess if you're running a comp that, you need some good stuns on, something where Shockwave would really help, I could see it being useful, but in most situations, Bladestorm I think is the best. It's Shockwave, it can miss a lot, so. Out of these, I wouldn't use this in PvP at all, ever really, but, but these right here, actually, yeah, I can't say I can say I would maybe find a use for that, but I don't know. I think this would be way better in that situation, and this right here, mass spell reflection. I just use this the most because the comp I run with usually, I just find this gets the job done better. And yeah, but this is like the hardest one. Avatar, I mean, is good as hell. That Bloodbath is good as hell. The Stormbolt, once again, I find it more useful than the other two. Why is that? Because like Bloodbath, I mean, if you're running Blade Storm, most people who run Blade Storm seem to run Bloodbath, but you know, it slows them. It's a 1 minute cooldown. It's pretty good, and it does a lot of damage. Avatar, I mean, Avatar, if you're trying to do one big ass burst, and like, I mean, you know, it's as good as Bloodbath, I guess, in some ways. It just depends on your playstyle, but Stormbolt, I don't know, I like this one the most. I've tried the other two, and I've ran them more than this, but I just switched this, and I really love it. Because, you know, a 30-second stun like this that does all this damage, you know, 125% weapon damage, if it's like a DK or something who's got ice bound up, I mean, that's 500% weapon damage. I mean, right there, it's pretty good, but, you know, the stun itself, I mean, like, let's say, you know, a healer is getting away or something, you get rooted, you know, throw this stun on them. By the time your root wears off, you know, I mean, their stun will wear off, but you'll be back on them. You can throw up a hamstring, root them. It's just a good range CC, and it also helps, like, you know, against warriors or something. Their second wind's ticking. They're about to pop some defensive cooldowns. You throw this stun on them before they can do it. Finish them off. You know, Colossal Smash, you know, Mortal Strike. Bye-bye, you know, Execute. I like to use Heroic Strike instead, because usually by that point, after I Colossal Smash and Execute, I mean, not Execute, but Mortal Strike, I got enough rage to throw down a couple Heroic Strikes to finish them off. I know most will tell you that's dumb, but hey, it works for me, so. But anyways, sorry to ramble on so much about talents. I just want to show you what I run, but let me show you these macros real quick. The good macros. Sorry, that's just on Illidan. That was just like me fucking around one day. Cause I knew it was like, go to Illidan and find you a girlfriend. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna try that just to fuck with it. But charge, you know, show tooltip. I put that before every macro these days, cause you know it's just nice to be able to look at that, like when I go over it. But yeah, cast charge, cast heroic throw. Why not? You know, my bar's still full. I don't find much use for heroic throw. Might as well get it off and get some damage in there. You know, defensive stance. I got two defensive stances. Well, this one ain't defensive stance. This is just a shield. I'll go over that. Defensive stance, you know, cast defensive stance. Equip your 1H. And I'll explain that in a minute. Cast battle stance. Equip your not your 1H, but your 2Hs. Sorry about that. Equip your 2H. But here, cast battle stance. Equip your 2H. Put these right here. And then right here. I used to be like battle stance and shield, but you know, they changed all that with mop and everything. But you know, instead you just do either one of these, and you can put your shield on whenever you want, whatever stance you want. Because sometimes I find myself in battle stance still wanting to use the shield. You know, I'll get more rage. I won't exactly be losing health that fast, but they'll pop a cooldown or something. I'll want to take as little damage as possible without switching stances. You know, losing rage. It's like, you know how it is. But yeah, that's just some stuff I use. Heroic Strike. Once again, I didn't find much use to put this on my bar and take up a slot with it, but I still need it on the spot. So Heroic Strike with Battle Shout. I mean, that's a really good macro right there. That macro is amazing. I mean, what can I say? It's a damn good macro. Now, these right here, stuff like, okay, here's my oh shit macro. I use this in almost every situation where I need either one. I just find they work really good with each other. So I'll throw up Die by the Sword, Arcane Torrent. Arcane Torrent, I just use it as a fucking interrupt or something. I just throw it there. Like, I didn't have no other use for it. I mean, it's not that good of an interrupt. You know, my Pummel's only got a 12-second cooldown. My Fear, I got that if I ever need something like that, you know. Either way, it's there. I can use it if I want. If I'm not taking much damage and they're about to be dead and they try to cast a heal, I'll just fucking throw that up. I mean, why not? But Arcane Torrent, Rallying Cry, Shield Wall, use Healthstone if I got one, Demoralizing Banner. I mean, you know, let me show you this. You know, nothing's gonna be able to kill me for at least a little bit here. I mean, in any situation, that's enough to get the job done. As soon as it wears off, throw up the stun, you know. I mean, hey, that's as good as it gets. I mean, yeah, I can find some situations where I need to use them on their own. Depends on what I'm running against. If I'm in an arena or something, you know, and I see the other team, you know, maybe I'll throw something over here where I can click it, you know, like I'll throw up my Die by the Sword if it's a warrior or something. I know he might be Blade Storming or something. I'll throw up a Die by the Sword and then save my Shield Wall and Rallying Cry and stuff for later. It's just that's a macro that I found works most of the time. Sorry, this is just stuff I messed around with here. Like, I'll just making random macros one day just to use some stuff just to be like, what the hell? Like, is it going to do anything good? Pummel, cancel aura, blaze storm, and pummel. Shattering throw, cancel aura, blaze storm. Shattering throw. Those are good macros. They work. So yeah, those are the macros I run on this guy. And, you know, so far so good. And if you want to use one of these spots or something, you want to use a spot for something else besides 2 stance macros, you know, I did a little thing on my DK. I'll make a video for him too, so you can see it. That switches him between blood and unholy with the same key, and you know, it works really good. So I can show you that also. But yeah, I just want to make this video real quick. Tell you about my talents and macros, and just I don't even know if I can call it a PvP guide, but because it ain't really a PvP guide, it's just showing some damn good macros and stuff. Let me show you, you know, the rotation. Like, you know, like let's say I'm going up against like a warrior or something I'm going to be in range of. Like, let's just say in a basic scenario, my rotation is going to be Colossal Smash, Mortal Strike, Overpower, Slam, Execute. If I don't have this on cooldown, if Battle Shout's not on cooldown, then I'm going to do Colossal Smash, Heroic Strike, Mortal Strike, Overpower, Slam, Execute. That is if I have Execute off the thing. Like, if a lot of people just spam Execute. I don't really fuck with it doing that because it takes a lot of rage. I find it doesn't really get the job done as good as I like. And then if I don't got Colossal Smash, I'm a Heroic Strike, Mortal Strike, Overpower, Slam, Execute. Now when they get down to the low health, health where you can use Execute. Sorry, I cannot fucking talk today. I've not done this in a while. My bad. I can't talk in my other videos either. You know what a fucking dumbass I am. Anyways, though, in that scenario, honestly, I don't even know what I'm saying. Put Execute on my rotation. I'm just not thinking straight right there. I usually don't throw up a rotation besides Execute. I was just trying to correct me being a dumbass for a few seconds and not realize what I was saying. You know, I'll Mortal Strike, you know, Colossal Smash them. I'll Mortal Strike them. If I got enough rage to fucking waste a little, I'll throw up a Heroic Strike, and then I'll either spam it if I can afford to, or I'll slam them and spam slam. Throw up and Execute, you know, it just depends. I mean, but yeah, it, you know what I'm saying. It works. It gets the job done. And that's been Uncle Fabio's video on being a warrior for PvP, your macros, your talents, and you know, a rotation that I find works for me. And at the end of the day, I guess that's all that matters. Because if Uncle Fabio can do it, then he's damn sure you can do it too. Thanks for watching, YouTube. The Fabber's out. Bye, yo. That's right, I say yo. That made me cool.